What is good mga champion, and welcome back to another video. Kayo ba ay nahihirapang humanap ng trading opportunity or setup? Well, if oo, this video is for you. Well, for most of you guys, I think nakafocus lang kayo sa isang style ng inyong trading. May it be swing trading, day trading, or scalping. But take note, if ikaw ay may profitable at reliable na system, you can be flexible enough na mag-switch every now and then kung anong style naman ang gusto mo, depende sa ina-offer na opportunity ng market. Yun ang ituturo ko for today. Okay? So, I will show you guys how you can find opportunity. So, hindi dahil nagsisimula ako sa daily, ay swing trading lang ako. Take note that long-term perspective is very important, lalo na yung market structure. So, that is why I always utilize what we call as top-down analysis and utilize my time frames. So nga pala, if you want to be part of our growing TFP VIP Champions community, you may want to check out our 90-day one-on-one mentorship program. So again, thank you so much to all my TFP VIP Champions students all over the globe, subscribers, followers, and sa lahat po ng mga sumusuporta. So without further ado, let's get straight to our charts. Alright guys, so again, with regards to this video, marami kasi nagtatanong din sa akin that they find it difficult to find better or quality trade setup or opportunity sa market, okay? And nanonotice nila that I normally start sa daily, pero sometimes I execute as lower as 5 minutes time frame. Take note guys, that hindi porket ako po ay nagsisimula sa daily, ay ang perspective ko lagi ay swing. Although majority of you guys, kung kayo ay avid follower na dito or subscriber ng aking channel, I am in general a swing trader, okay? So, take note that malaking part ang higher time frame sa pag-execute mo sa lower time frame. Kasi bakit? Both of them, okay, and vice versa, di ba? Higher at lower time frame and lower time to higher time frame may significance doon sa inyong decision making. So, you have to know ano yung nangyayari sa higher time frame before you go down sa lower time frame. Kasi bakit? Malaki ang impact ng higher time frame in the overall move ng market as a whole. Okay? So, kaya, normally, as a good practice and as my recommendation, we normally look at the higher time frame prior ng lower time frame or execution time frame mo. Okay? So, again, if I were to look for opportunity to sa market na to, again, I am on a EURUSD and this is a live chart. So, ito yung current situation ngayon ng EURUSD. So, we'll try to check ano ba yung pwede nating mahanap na opportunity, and I will teach you guys that it doesn't mean na higher time frame ka is magsiswing ka or long-term laging perspective mo. I can look for short-term opportunities, okay? Kung ano man pwedeng provide ang market as long as masatisfy yung ating system rules, alright? So, ano nangyari ngayon? If I were to check yung market structure, it is evident na market, nagkaroon tayo ng series of uptrend from the past months or even couple of weeks or kung ano man. Kasi bakit? Kung titingnan mo yung structure, meron tayo ditong, di ba, low, and then high. I'm just checking overall the structures dito sa daily time frame. So, I am on a daily time frame. So, titingnan natin, meron tayong low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay? Take note that from the past few months, okay, nire-respeto ng structure yung cycle of uptrend. Okay? So, meron man tayong deeper correction, like itong mga deeper pullbacks, but that doesn't mean na downtrend ng market as a whole. Okay? So, from the past, since, April, okay, up until present, meron tayong series of uptrend na sinusunod ng EURUSD. Okay? And prior that, of course, meron tayong uptrend ulit from the past and somewhat consolidate and nagkaroon ng weakness. Okay? But take note, hindi naman natin kailangan tingnan suma total yan ang nangyari sa structure ng EURUSD from the past years or so. Kasi bakit? Ang focus lang naman natin is to look for opportunity as of now in terms of short-term opportunity. Okay? So, we can be flexible pagdating sa system if I were to trade a swing, a day trade, or scalping. Okay? So, ngayon, aware ako na nanggaling yung market sa series of cycle ng uptrend. So, anong gagawin ko ngayon? Now, I will plot my key levels and confluences levels. So, dyan na papasok yung horizontal levels yung such as support at resistances. Okay? And of course, yung trend lines. So, delete ko lang to. So, aware na tayo ng uptrend yan from the past. And, take note, ano yung mga key level pagdating sa cycle ng uptrend? Of course, yung inyong higher high at higher low. So, meron tayo dito higher low, okay? And yung latest nating higher high. And from that, titingin tayo based sa current structure natin or situation dito, titingin tayo saan? Sa kaliwa. Kasi may relevance yung kaliwang structure, ano yung pwedeng i-provide niyang opportunity dito sa present. Okay? So, titingnan ko siya sa kaliwa and I will check whether it has significance itong current higher high na to ng market. So, if I'm going to check, di ba, and extend this line, so, from the past, may reaction from this level. So, ibig sabihin, may significance to. So, which means, again, kung gagawa ako ng resistance, kasi bakit? We are now at a ceiling price, di ba? So, resistance level, which means, it can be, what? A certain range. So, kukunin ko yung high, which is common sa lahat, at least 2 to 3 touches. So, titignan ko, meron tayo ditong, ito yung pinaka-highest point na nag-react yung market, which is common to all, okay? At least, di ba, ito yung high na yan. And, okay, kulay kulay para mas ma-visualize. And the lowest, if I were to consider itong low na to, di ba? So, this can also be significant area. So, meaning, suma total, di ba? We can say that we are on a specific zone of resistance or area of sellers. Okay? That's how I plot zones pagdating sa support and resistance. So, you don't have to complicate things as long as meron kayong common point of reaction dito, di ba? This area and this area. So, ibig sabihin, common areas na or range na ginagawa ng market price from the past at ganun din sa present. So, yun yung relevance ng zone. So, ito hindi lang to with. Sorry. Yan. So, aware tayo. Tanggalin ko na itong box para hindi kayo ma-confuse. Aware tayo that we are on a resistance zone and currently yung market nag-react doon. Obviously, since nasa ceiling price, okay, market reacted at an impulse going down. So, does that mean na on a long-term perspective ako ay magsisell? Okay? So, dyan na papasok inyong mga confluences such as yung trend line. So, again, on a long-term perspective, ito yung magiging support area ko. Diba? Itong level na yan. Support. And this can be my resistance. What do I mean by long term? Ibig sabihin, daily perspective. So, again, ano pa? Diyan na papasok ang ating mga trend lines which we can use to add to our decision making, diba? As supporting technical analysis factor. Okay? So, meron tayo ditong okay, trend line support. And how about this point? Okay, I can use 2 points to connect para ma-visualize ko lang, diba? Okay? So, on a long-term perspective, you can fairly say that currently, yung market is sitting on an HPT zone for sellers. Okay? Kasi bakit? We are below what? We are below this resistance, horizontal resistance, and we are below this trend line resistance. So, which means, this area na ginagalaw natin is nasa HPT zone ng sellers. Okay? But take note, we're just limited to sell, okay, within this area. Kasi bakit? Meron tayong key level of trend line support. Okay? So, if I were to sell, okay, obviously, I will look sa lower time frame and not just blindly sell ngayon dito sa daily. And no one do that. Kailangan natin ng better or a good risk to reward ratio. Kaya, we normally execute saan? Sa lower time frame. Alright? So, if I were to buy naman, of course, di ba ang system rules, pagdating sa buy is I must be above horizontal, counter trend line break, and trend line support. So, which means, I must be above these levels. Ito, above nito, at yung break ng trend line resistance. Okay. Sorry. Yan. Itong tatlong areas na yan. So, which means, my HPT zone for buying is nandito pa. So, it would take time. Okay? Tagal-tagal pa yan. And no one knows how fast the market can go or reach that HPT zone. So, ibig sabihin yan, I can still wait. Okay? For a swing perspective long-term setup. Diba? So, buy HPT. And currently, yung market is nasa sell HPT zone tayo, di ba? So, sa mga nagtatanong, may nag-comment kasi, sir, ano nga may HPT? So, HPT is just my acronym for high probability trade. So, which means, the area yun na ginagalawan mo is mas malaki yung probability mo na manalo for a sell or a buy. Kaya siya tinawag na HPT or high probability. So, ngayon, since the market reacted at ano yung impulse ng bumaba na, did I miss the opportunity para mag-sell? Okay, dyan na papasok yung short-term opportunity mo. Tandaan mo, limited lang tayo sa area of what? Within this cone, di ba? Kasi, yung ating area is naipit dito sa triangular area na yan. And, as a seller, di ba? So, we cannot say na overall, magsisell tayo long-term. Kasi bakit? Meron tayong significance area dito sa mga higher low when it comes to structure. And yan ay trend na support na pwedeng mag-bounce dyan yung market before going to this area. So again, that is just speculation. What we can do is be reactive, di ba? So kaya nga, bababa tayo ng lower time frame para sa opportunity. So again, on the swing perspective, okay, pwede akong mag-sell, okay, provided it will satisfy yung rules ko sa execution. But for higher time frame ngayon, sa higher time frame ko, since I am to sell HPT, okay, I may look for sell opportunity as well. So, lower time frame. Kung buy naman, it would take time, so I don't have interest para bumili as of now. Okay? So, ngayon, ang gagawin ko, pupunta ako sa lower time frame. But before that, syempre, as a good practice, kailangan ko rin tignan yung previous daily high and low ng candle kahapon. Okay? So, which means, ito yon, itong bearish candle na to. Kasi bakit? Di ba nga, we're aiming for short-term opportunity. So, magiging relevant to or significant to doon sa iyong level sa lower time frame. So, tandaan nyo, this can act as my support at resistance. Itong daily, tandaan nyo, itong daily level na yan. Daily high and low, previous daily high and low. So, if you're going to watch o kung napanood nyo na yung mga past videos ko, I always do this na pinaplot ko yung high-low ng previous daily candle natin. Alright? So, meron tayo doon previous daily high okay, kasi yung iba sinasabi na, bakit ba ako nagsisimula sa daily if nasa 5 minutes naman ako nag-execute? Again, because, take note, on my part, I just want to see nasan ako sa daily, so 4 hours, so 1 hour, before I execute sa lower time. Kasi bakit? That would provide me the opportunity mag-switch ng iba't ibang styles from swing, day trade, or scalping. So, I may note if pwede kong i-extend or pwede kong i-hold pa yung trade ko, for example, from scalping to day trade. So, mas magiging maganda yung risk-reward ratio ko as a whole. Kasi bakit? I executed short-term sa mas mababang time frame. So, obviously, yung risk ko nun, mapayat, di ba? In terms of stop-loss range. And then, yung TP ko, kapag nagpo-progress na yung market, would be palayo ng palayo. So, mas maganda yung risk-reward ratio. So, but, moving on, di ba? Nandito na yung ating previous daily high and low. Significant yan. So, that's why, I'll go down saan? Sa 4 hours. Okay? So, anong gagawin ko sa 4 hours? I will just check whether it will provide me a better structure para mas makita yung market. Yan. So, ngayon, market have broke through a certain level of what? Di ba? Obvious naman. Certain level of support. Kasi itong previous daily low nung yan have already been broken. And if I were to check, okay, take note, on a trendline perspective, di ba? Usually, ang origin natin ng trendline is from the latest. Okay, it can be this one or this one, di ba? Since ano yung latest? Ito, di ba? So, which means, I can use this as an anchor to check kung meron na ba akong significance doon sa market. So, now that the market have broke through itong level of trendline support, kasi ito yung acting now as higher low ng ano, ng market dito sa 4 hours, di ba? And ano nangyari? Yung previous daily low ko, nabasag din nila. So, right now, I have two confluences that nabasag tong ano, trendline support at itong horizontal support. Ano pa? I can also add up, again, yung ating trendline resistance. So, which means, if I were to sell, di ba, nandito na yung area natin ng HPT, di ba? But take note, meron pa tayong support level dito. So, which means, ang tumbok natin is around this area. Okay, as an HPT. Kasi bakit? We should be below, as a seller, we should be below this level. Okay? This level and this level. So, which means, ang HPT mo is around this area. Itong point na to or area na to as a sell. So, am I going to execute now dito sa 4 hours since I have satisfying confluences pagdating sa system rules? No, not yet. Kasi bakit? I want to have a better risk-to-reward ratio. So, dyan na papasok yung a better short-term opportunity. So, bababa pa tayo ng time frame, which is ano? 4 hours. Okay? And take note, this trendline support, okay, you can be flexible. Pag pumunta ka pa ng lower time frame, you can see more structure. Kasi bakit? Nagkakaroon pa ng reactions, and as we go down sa 1 hour, now it will make sense even more. Kasi bakit? Nagkaroon ng more details. Kasi mas nahati pa yung ano, yung candlesticks into more candlesticks, providing you a better view ng structure. Okay? So ngayon, ang point dito is, how do I look for a better risk-reward ratio? Kasi bakit? Diba? Kung totoo sa'yo, na-satisfy na yung ating system rules pagdating sa selling. Kasi ang ating HPT zone is nasaan? Diba? If I were to update, diba, tandaan nyo, yung previous daily low ko will act as support, sabi ko nga, diba? So, which it did. Kasi bakit? Kung titignan nyo, diba, may mga multiple reactions dito. So, obviously, that is a significant horizontal support level na binasag ng market. Ito po yun. Diba? And, yung last higher low point is ito nga, previous daily low. So, ibig sabihin yan, ito yung point of trendline support natin na nabasag also. So, it already satisfied two system confluence based sa wire system. You must be below horizontal support. Okay? Ano pa? Counter trendline support. And you must be below trendline resistance, which ito yon. So, ibig sabihin yan, as ang tumbok natin is as an HPT, di ba? Since we already missed out itong opportunity, we also have an opportunity na ano, makapag-sell pa around this area. So, ang aking HPT now is around this area. Okay? Which the market is already there. Kasi bakit titignan nyo, meron ng movement yung price as of now. So, this is a live chart para makita nyo na we can opt for a selling opportunity. Okay? So, markahan lang natin ito as HPT zone. SM HPT. Sorry. Selling. Okay. So, ito yung ating sell HPT area as hourly time frame. So, again, since nag-react na yung market doon, okay, if I were to swing the market, di ba, I can enter right away using pending orders such as limit orders or obviously market execution. But, take note, if I want a better risk-reward ratio, sabi nga, doon ako bababa ng mas mababang time frame Okay, since nasa area na ako ng selling HPT, that's the time I will look into more detail for better entry. So, pupunta ako ng 5 minutes. Kasi bakit? Nandun na yung price. Okay? So, if I want more precision, I will just wait for a shooting star dito sa H1. Diba? Hintayin ko na lang mag-close to. If talagang selling pressure candle. Kasi bakit? Hanggat gumagalaw pa yan, no one can say na yan ay magiging selling pressure candle. But as long as, okay, we can monitor that saan? Sa 5 minutes. Okay? So, anong gagawin ko dito sa 5 minutes? Same rules, same process. Okay? Nakikita yung structure ko, ulit-ulit na yung ginagawa ko sa higher time frame at lower time frame. And that's the reason I can look for better risk-reward ratio. So, anong gagawin ko? Again, dyan yun na ilagay yung inyong mga confluences level such as trend lines. Okay? So, meron tayo dito. Diba? Ulit. Diba? Alala nyo? So, gagawin ko lang broken line para hindi kayo ma-confuse na this is the execution time frame which is 5 minutes. And ano pa? Diba? Trend line resistance. So, ibig sabihin, if I were to sell, okay, mas maganda na ang market, mabasag nyo muna to. Okay? First confluence, mabasag nyo muna tong trend line support dito sa 5 minutes. Okay? And then what? Pag nabasag yan, I already also have broken itong horizontal support, diba? So, given na yun. And then, ang tumbok natin, if I were to add tong trend resistance is, diba? Yan. Obviously, you have an HPT zone within an HPT zone. So, kasi bakit? Ang tumbok mo pa rin is within this area, di ba? So, H1, ito yung H1 natin HPT. Itong higher, itong mas malaking rectangle na red. Okay, HPT. Ito, H1, HPT cell. Okay? And then ito, hindi natin block yung border para ito na yung aking 5 minutes HPT cell. So, ibig sabihin yan, if I were to sell, mas maganda, di ba? Basagin ko muna to, and then mag-correct siya, then place my limit order, or better option for using market execution. Anong titignan ko lang dyan? Simple lang. Shooting star or inverse hammer. Yun lang. Okay? Kasi bakit? This candlestick pattern is a formation of selling pressure. So, yun lang naman tinitignan ko kapag mag-execute. As long as it satisfies nga yung ating system rules. So, again, as a recap, diba? Why am I selling as of now? If mabasag to, horizontal support, trend line support, and I will be below nitong trend line resistance, which satisfying TFP wire system rules pagdating sa selling opportunity. Okay? So, makita nyo guys, nagsimula ako sa daily and ended up executing this 5 minutes. Okay? That is the process na ginagawa ko pa ulit-ulit if I'm using TFP wire system as what? As a trade. Okay? Diba? So, that is how I look for opportunity coming from a higher time frame. Imagine, down. Okay? So, you must know the structure muna sa higher time frame para mas maging relevant na yung ginagawa mo sa lower time frame is significant doon sa magiging decision making mo in harmony with your higher time frame. So, kailangan parang microscopic level lang naman yan. So, ibig sabihin yan, what you see sa higher time frame, okay, may not be the opportunity sa lower time. Pero pag mag-align silang dalawa, for example ito, HPT ako sa higher time frame, daily perspective, and HPT rin ako selling sa lower time frame, then high likely market will go on my way pagdating sa selling opportunity. Okay? So again, that is how I look for opportunities regardless if I am going to swing, day trade, or scalp. Kasi bakit? I know where am I at the bigger picture and the smaller picture. So, higher and lower time frame plays a big role para magkaroon kayo ng better decision making. Alright? So, I hope you get the point. Start from daily. Doesn't mean you're going to swing, but para lang mas makita nyo yung structure, no, as a whole before you go down to a much lower time frame and do what you need to do pagdating sa system. So again, I will not execute if this will not satisfy my system rules pagdating sa execution. Okay? So I'm just showing you the possibilities na and probabilities as well pagdating sa finding na opportunity. So, I hope it made sense para sa inyo na to really wait for the right timing and setup. Okay? Always aim for quality setup. And of course, pagdating sa take profit niyan, syempre, since we are confined in this daily, diba? Like, we are inside a cone, diba? Or triangle, diba? So, ibig sabihin yan, limited lang tayo sa trend and support as a target. Long-term perspective, daily to daily. Pero kung ang aim nyo lang naman is short-term trade as a scalp, diba? Enough na yung for example, if I'm going to plot if example ito ay mabasag of course, I will execute a limit order here or market execution. Stop loss maybe here or above here and just aim for 1:3, diba? Simple as that. Nothing really fancy as long as 1:3. Okay. Around this level, 1:3. So you can still improve that. In what way? Of course, yung ratio ng stop loss. Kasi titignan nyo, ngayon 1:2.99, etc. Okay? Kasi higher time frame, higher low na yan. So, ibig sabihin, you're just aiming for this level. So, again, if masatisfy yan, then you can also adjust this to better your risk-reward ratio. And of course, mas maaga yung yung inyong take profit. Okay? Hindi nyo kailangan isagad dun sa higher low ng higher time frame. Okay? That's the point. Okay? So, that's why you have to know well your structure before you just aiming for risk-reward ratio. Okay? But, if you really want for structural level when it comes to take profit, ito na kayo pumunta as a TP. Okay? So, maging 1:4 or even better kung titignan natin sa higher time frame like 1 day. Diba? So, yun lang yung gap na pwede nyo i-trade as of now. Okay? Mapa day trade, scalping, diba? Scalping, mas short term yung yung galaw ng price. But, take note, this is just the limitation kasi nga, we are inside this triangle. Okay? Alright, so that would be it for today. I hope you get the point on being flexible enough pagdating sa inyong system that you can look for opportunities regardless kung ano man yung ini-aim nyo and ano man yung ino-offer ng market. Whether you are swing trading, day trading, or scalping. Okay? So, don't limit yourself when it comes to opportunity. You have to look for opportunity, but as long as it satisfies your system rules. Everything is possible as long as you know what you're doing. So, sa lahat naman nagtatanong, I hope I addressed this issue at nasagot natin yung tanong nyo. So, again, thank you so much to all my TFP VIP champion students all over the globe, subscribers, followers, and sa lahat po ng sumusuporta. So, God bless. See you all on the next videos. Bye-bye.
So, I just want to inform and announce that our TFP VIP champion student private Discord community is already up. And yeah, here we have several channels wherein we share our technical trading ideas among each other. And of course, we also have our weekly trade ideas para sa ating mga weekly forecast para sa mga currency pairs and some announcement section. And of course, since tayo ay global, of course, we have other students as well na galing sa mga ibang bansa overseas. So, here we introduce ourselves and introduce kung saan tayo galing, sa bansa tayo ngayon, OFW man o hindi. But nevertheless, this is a healthy community para mag-share ng mga trading ideas para sa inyo guys. And hopefully, I will be putting up a server publicly para sa mga baguhan naman and those mga followers and subscribers natin. Alright? So, yeah, this is just a minor announcement and hopefully guys, you can join us and make this community grow lalo na sa ating mga estudyante nag-aaral. Alright guys, so mga baguhan pa lang. But nevertheless, everyone here wants to learn, wants to make profit from the market. But as much as possible, we're all equal in the eyes of the market. Alright guys, so that would be it. So yun lang. And thank you very much. Alright, bye-bye.